Hi, gozaimasu. I'm Ruby, your tour guide that will accompany you for the entire tour. And welcome to the Kenrokuen Garden here in Kanazawa, Ishikawa, Honshu, Japan. Don't you know that the name of Kenrokuen literally means the garden of six sublimities, or a garden combined the six aspects of a perfect garden? These six features were what the Chinese traditionally believed were necessary for the ideal garden: the spaciousness and seclusion, artifice and antiquity, watercourses, and panoramas. It is one of the three most famous gardens here in Japan. And also, Kenrokuen is the outer garden of Kanazawa Castle. And there has been a garden on the site since the late 1600s. It is said to have been begun by the 5th Maida Lord Tsunenori Maida. The original garden was called Renchiti, but almost burnt down in 1759, was restored in 1770s, and became known as Kenrokuen in 1822. So now let's enter and be amazed of the natural beauty of the Kenrokuen Garden. But before we enter the garden, we will pay first 300 yen for the entrance fee, and I recommend that you bring something to drink and food also, for the reason that the tour will take quite long. There are two main entrances, with many people arriving by crossing the bridge across from the remains of Kanazawa Castle. If we enter this way, we will find a famous view of Kasumiga Pond and the Kotoji Lantern on your right. On our left, we will see Sankaku Villa, which was built for the wives of the Maida family. Originally, it was called Tatsumigoten and covered a much greater area. The beautifully preserved house has notable features such as sliding doors with Dutch painted glass inserts, but also slightly unpredictable opening hours. Check in advance if you would definitely like to visit. Continuing south, we head towards the older part of the garden. And on the far side of the main pond, at the foot of the Sasayama, is the first tea house where you can stop for a cup of matcha, or more likely these days, a Coke or a Pocari Sweet. As we continue on, we reach the plum garden via a series of fairly recently laid paths that take you meandering gently along without much sense of purpose, other than to enjoy the fact that not everyone makes it to this corner. Turning right, we will pass the Shiguriti Tea House, which, if you are lucky, will be open for a special event. During the snowy winter season, the tea houses are used for events such as geisha dinners, and peeking through the shoji screens and seeing a beautifully decorated lady playing the koto or doing a fan dance. A visitor could imagine being back in the days when the tea houses were first built. Moving on and up, we find the other large pond, Hisago Iki. It has a 6-meter high waterfall pouring into it, and the other lovely old tea house, Yugaote, perching precariously on its edges. Finally, as you head back towards the gates, at the top, another sound of flowing water meets you. Across from a rather ugly row of vending machines and snack sellers is the first fountain in Japan, built in the hill of Kenrokuen, built in the late 19th century and operating by natural water pressure. Although the hill of Kenrokuen is 50 meters above sea level, the water comes from the Saigawa River, which is even higher than the garden. A tunnel system still brings the water for the two ponds and various streams in the garden. To round things off, we could head back up past the gates to the observatory point, which has a fine view over Kanazawa City. But I would suggest finding a quiet spot, perhaps climbing one of the hills and just contemplating the beauty that we are so fortunate has been preserved for us to enjoy. That would be the last part of our tour. I hope you enjoy exploring the natural beauty of Kenrokuen Garden, and I hope to see you again visiting Kenrokuen. Thank you and goodbye.